Welcome back to the Best Coaster of the Year weekly series. Last week, you guys voted for the best coaster of 2010. You voted for Intimidator 305 at Kings Dominion, the Intamin Giga. Beating out three definitely subpar rides. The one that probably comes closest in my eyes is probably Formula Rosa. Because there's the fewest riders of these three rides is definitely Formula Rosa. We don't know, how great the forces truly are. Of course, the linear forces are insane considering it's the world's fastest roller coaster. But the launch isn't that fast of acceleration. It's pretty slow acceleration if you think about it. I mean, sure, it gets really fast, but it also trims you right after that. And it can't be the most comfortable ride experience. I'm not sure how good the airtime is or how intense it is. Probably not too much, considering how much it trims it. But who knows? That's the only thing that I can see maybe being better if it's as insane as the speed might dictate. And then there's the GCI Joris Underdrock at Efteling that it beat, and that was like a very fun dueling GCI, but definitely nothing. Probably maybe even a below average GCI. It's pretty short. Definitely some cool dueling moments though, some cool like racing moments. Um, but very short. Not the greatest looking GCI ever. Probably pretty average. And then Intimidator Carowinds is known for having some of the worst trims of any B&M hyper. It's just kind of there. I forget about it a lot of the time because it's got Fury at the same park, and but it's there. And sometimes like on rain rides and when the trims are off, I hear it runs very well. So it really depends. It's one of those B&M hypers. B&M hypers are really hard to rank. I'd say it's probably one of the more inconsistent ones as far as how good it is. So, but definitely nowhere near the likes of the insane, intense ride of Intimidator 305. So moving on. This week, you guys voting for four coasters from 2011 as the best using the eye in the top corner of the video. So let's see what we got. We got Extreme Rusher at Happy Valley of Aging, the S&S Air Launch, New Texas Giant at RMC. Wow, at RMC at Six Flags Over Texas, the RMC Hybrid. Starry Sky Ripper at Joyland, the B&M Flyer, and Wood Coaster, or also called Mountain Flyer, at Night Valley at the GCI Woody. So you guys can vote for one of those four coasters using the eye in the top right corner of the video, and I will see you after I talk about these. I don't know, I'm gonna guess 14, um, 7 plus 14, 22 coasters I'm gonna talk about. We got Accelerator at Drayton Manor is another coaster that opened in 2011. That's not pictured here, but that was the first ever. This is the only Vekoma new family boomerang I'm talking about. So it was the first one to ever open. It's that green thing at Drayton Manor. I think it used to be called. What did it used to be themed to like Ben 10 or something? I don't know, but that's pretty interesting. It's not the Accelerator at Knott's. It's a little family coaster known as Accelerators. That's pretty cool. And then there's this crazy thing. How was this made in 2011? I don't know, but it's this really weird, janky indoor Indian IE park thing at Fun City Astro Express. I don't know what it is there. It's pictured there. It's got a loop even, so that's pretty crazy. These IE, I didn't know it's IE Park. Yeah, IE Park. They have like curved lift hills, and it's really really weird. And that's a picture of the loop, and it's weird. But Bombora at Lagoon, that is a uh, in-house kind of. I think it's in-house for Lagoon. With help from like art engineering, they did. I'm pretty sure it's got onboard audio. Kind of a weird looking family coaster, but it's unique in that it's in-house and everything. That's cool. Also, Cheetah Hunt at Busch Gardens Tampa, which is in the running for being in this week's selection. But I found those four coasters to be a little better because Cheetah Hunt's kind of family coaster with an inversion. Got a few decent airtime moments. Got some fun launches. Definitely a very fun ride, but nowhere near the best. Daredevil Dive at Six Flags over Georgia also opened this year. That's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Uh, pretty cool looking ride. Very unique layout. I believe it's actually a new best ride with a lift tail if you think about it. I think I discovered that a few years ago. But yeah, that's a ride that exists. Pretty wonky and some nice hang time. Uh, I hear it's a fun ride. Nothing amazing, but very cool looking ride. Eurofighter as Safari Fasanolandia in Spain, I believe, right? I think so. And that is a just like a clone of Untamed. It's that really short little Eurofighter with the kind of similar to SpongeBob, I believe. It's just got the loop, the cutback, the helix, and the Heartland roll towards the end. So that's a pretty cool looking Eurofighter. I don't know why that one always looks so pretty for some reason. It's just very very appealing. Even though it's yellow and disgusting, it's just a fun little layout to look at. Fraispertuis at Bayern Park opened this year. That's a Mauer Sohn X car launch crazy thing, and very cool compact layout. Pretty fun looking POV, and I hear it's a little rattly actually. Like based on the POV, I hear it's rattly. I never really hear things about the ride, and it definitely looks like very fun, kind of intense actually, considering how compact it is and how tight the turns are. So that's a pretty cool looking ride. Moving on, we got even more 2011 coasters, like Green Lantern coaster at Warner Bros. Movie World, which is a SNS. What do they call it? SNS El Loco. Yeah, it's one of the. I believe it's the biggest SNS El Loco. The drop isn't as steep as like I think Crazy Bird or like whatever the steepest SNS El Loco is, but um, I think when it opened, it was the steepest drop in the world, and that's obviously been outdone by Takabisha. Actually, I think it was outdone like in this year. I think that it might open in like January because Takabisha opened later in this year, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, that is a very cool looking, definitely the biggest El Loco coaster. Pretty cool looking. Also, the other Green Lantern opened at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That is the Intamin Zack Spin that was run very poorly. It was run the wrong way, and it did not perform well at Magic Mountain. I got a ride on it, and it was not the funnest thing. But it's being relocated to Laurent this year as a Lovey Pair, as you've probably heard. So that's pretty cool. Interested to see how it runs there. Hairraiser at Open Ocean Park, that yellow thing on the right. Um, that is I believe it's the last Vietnam Floros to open. No, there was one in India 2 years later. But Hairraiser Ocean Park, very cool looking, very cool layout for a Floros coaster. It's got the airtime hill, and but everybody says it's like one of the best Floros coasters because of that one solo airtime hill. But it's super rattly. If you look at any of the more recent POVs, you can see how rattly it is. Listen to any review of this ride, you hear how rattly it is. So the hype is not deserved. I think. For me, rattles really like if it's a bad rattle, like that really takes me from the ride experience. A little rattle doesn't do a whole lot for me, but um, like if you can see it from the POV, that kind of tells you something. So, Crake, crack, cracky, crake, crack, at Heidi Park is a B&M dive coaster. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Oh crap! Did I crop the image wrong? God dang it! I'm pretty sure I like squeezed the image instead of actually cropping it. I'm sorry, world. Um, that is a B&M dive coaster. Pretty short one. I think it's the first like mini dive coaster as well. That because they saw how well the big ones did, and they said, what if we made this smaller and cheaper? And they did that, and it worked out pretty well at Heidi Park, and that's pretty cool. Also, some nice looking theming in that ride. You like drop into like some octopus looking thing, pretty cool. Racing coaster at Trans Studio Indoor Theme Park. This used to be Yamaha Racing Coaster, but they renamed it to just Racing Coaster. So there it is. It's that ugly mess of disgustingness that won the week of Y. I remember this. I still remember this from the A to Z Coaster of the Week. Remember when Yamaha Racing Coaster beat Yankee Cannonball? It pissed me off for ages. Like, come on. Buzz Bars is so much better than the stupid little 10-second ride. Anyway, um, it's still a cool looking launch coaster. Premier Rides always make pretty solid coasters, so pretty cool. All right, Raptor at Gardaland is the first wing coaster opened this year. I didn't put a picture of that one because I assume you've already seen it. It's at Gardaland. I already said that. Same place as like Flug der Dämonen. Just kidding. That's Heidi Park. Same place as Oblivion the Black Hole. Yeah, that one. They have all the. No, I'm mixing everything up right now. Heidi Park is the one with all the white. No, wait. Yeah, all the white coasters. Holy crap. They got like Slither Limit. Anyway. Gardaland has Raptor, Oblivion the Black Hole, and some other random things like Sequoia Adventure. But yeah, Raptor's that like gray, cool looking wing coaster. Probably the smallest wing coaster, I believe. I'm pretty sure but it's definitely a cool looking one. I guess a little bit of a rattle. And then Shock at Rainbow Magic Land opened this year. That is in Italy, near Rome, actually. Like one of the only large coasters near Rome. Very cool looking ride. It's a Malrosone launch looking thing. Very cool layout. Kind of short one, kind of rattly, I hear, but very cool layout. Very cool to look at. It's over a bunch of water, and it's pretty ride. Cool stuff. Moving on, even more to 2011 coasters. We've got Takabisha at Fuji-Q Highland that opened this year with the world's tallest drop. Just kidding, world's steepest drop. I'm just trying to get through it, guys. All right. Takabisha, Fuji-Q Highland. Yeah, that opened this year. You already know about it. Clone of it with a 0.5 extra steepness opened this year. Shellraiser at TMNT Shellraiser at the other Nickelodeon universe in New Jersey. So that's pretty cool that we can now ride Takabisha here. And I hear it's a pretty solid ride, nothing amazing because it's kind of split up in two with a lift hill in the middle of the ride. But if I could do it over, if they could do it over, should have been a lift hill first and then a launch halfway through the ride. But it's all right. Timber drop at Fraispertuis city in somewhere in France. is when it opened, one of the steepest coasters in the world. I believe it was the same steepness as Green Lantern, so that's why I think that's the case. But as you can see, the drop is enclosed, which is why they call it Timber Drop. Kind of a cool little design choice. Looks pretty cool. One of the smaller local clones, I believe it's pretty similar, if not the same, as Steel Hog at Indiana Beach, just a little bit steeper. That's pretty cool. Untamed at Kenobi Lake Park is, I believe it's a clone of the Eurofighter at Zoo Safari for Sonolandia. It's that pretty short little ride, the loop, the kayak, the helix, the heartline roll. But still have a fun ride for sure. Yeah. Van Helsing's factory at Movie Park, Germany opened this year. That is a pretty interesting custom. I include custom coasters. It's a custom spinning Mauersohn little thing. It's indoors. It's got a bunch of theming, as you can see there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Moving on. How many times have I said pretty cool in this video? I've probably had many videos where I say how many times have I said pretty cool. You know what? I wonder if somebody could like figure out how many pretty cools I've said in my videos. Anyway, Vicky the Ride at Plops of Who opened in 2011 as well. That's a pretty interesting little custom. I believe it's custom. Uh, Custom spinning coaster in, I believe it's Germany. I believe. I believe. What do you believe? You know, why do I have to believe everything? Wooden Warrior at Quasi Amusement Park is, you've probably heard about it. It is the little Gravity Group Woody, the first, I believe it's one of the first Gravity Group Woodies. Um, did I even talk about Twister at Groneland? Oh my God, I might not. I might have skipped that one. That is a custom, another like, so like I guess this was the first year they had like the little mini Gravity Grip Woodies. I just remembered that. How did I skip it? Wow. How many have I skipped a coaster before? Oh my God. Twister at Groneland, very cool, very cool. Yeah, let's just say cool. Everybody's cool. Zippin Pippin, very cool. No, Twister Groneland, very compact. Little gravity group, bunch of airtime. It looks pretty intense actually. The ride kind of seems to get more intense as it goes on and just kind of wraps around itself. Very like one of the most compact coasters. Not as compact as Boardwalk Bullet, but definitely very compact. Very cool how it intertwines with all the other coasters at Groneland. And then Wooden Warrior does not intertwine with anything, but it's more of an out and back little mini coaster. Little mini, probably more airtime than Twister at Groneland, I'd say. But a little bit shorter and uh, a more quality ride, perhaps, than Twister at Groneland. Zippin Pippin at Bay Beach is another Gravity Group. They had three coasters open this year. Gravity Group rebuilt the old Zippin Pippin from Liberty Land, which was always Elvis's favorite roller coaster or whatever. So that's a pretty cool thing they did there. It's very nice out and back. I always remember that the second to last airtime hole on this ride has some serious bite to it, some insane ejector there. The rest of the ride is kind of negligible, but the second to last airtime is pretty insane, I hear. So that's pretty cool. Go check it out in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Bay Beach Amusement Park. All right, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.